Yes, both whiteboard as well as PDF, both are clear? Okay, beta. So now I'm going to start with chapter 1, chapter 9, journal. Chapter 9, journal. Yes, Pulkit, I have given you 23 itself. So in journal, before journal, we have done one chapter that was the preparation of the source vouchers. So to preparation of source voucher. So I told you there are two type of vouchers, source voucher or accounting vouchers. Okay. And in accounting vouchers, vouchers are prepared by accountant. And we learned there how to prepare accounting vouchers, debit vouchers, credit vouchers. These are the cash vouchers. Then the transfer vouchers. We did all these topics. So while preparing these vouchers, accountant writes account to be debited or credited. Okay. On the basis of this debit and credit, the first important book, which is also known as original book of entry, journal, will be prepared. So before making journal, this is the step which we have to do, which everyone has to do. This is the step. Okay. Every accountant, before preparing the journal, prepares vouchers. And on the basis of those vouchers, journal is prepared. So what is journal? Journal is a book of entry. Okay, journal is a book of original entry. Journal is known as a book of original entry. As a book of original entry. Why it is known as a book of original entry? Because the transactions are recorded. Transactions are recorded originally. Originally means first time. The transactions are recorded there in chronological order. Which order? In chronological order. Chronological order means date wise. Okay. Means the transactions which are happening firstly, they will be recorded first, then afterwards. Like you have sold the goods on 15th March, then on 17th March. So in journal, first 15th March transaction will be recorded. Then further the 17th March transactions will be recorded, and this is known as chronological order. Means in sequence, date wise. Okay. So when I told you earlier also, sometimes the journal is subdivided. Subdivision of journal. Subdivision of journal. Especially in the large businesses where the number of transactions are many and it's not possible to record all the transactions in one original book of entry. So there we are preparing the subdivision of journal. So subdivision of journal is known as subsidiary books. The other name of subdivision of journal is subsidiary books. And under subsidiary books, different type of books are prepared like cash book, purchase book, sales book, purchase return book, sales return book, then finally journal proper. Finally journal proper. Okay. So these are the books. So these are the basically different chapters. After doing journal, we will be doing cash book, and then all these books comes under other subsidiary books. Okay. Where the number of transactions are many and where the number of transactions are many and it's not possible to record all the transactions in journal only. Then journal is subdivided in different books, and this is known as subdivision of journal. And those books which we are preparing after the subdivision of journal are known as subsidiary books. There are different type of subsidiary books: cash book, purchase book, sales book, purchase return book, sales return book, journal. Two more books are there, that is the BR book and BP book, but I have not told you here because they are not the part of your course. Course में नहीं है, that's why I have not told you. So in this chapter, we will be preparing only journal. Okay. And in further chapters, we will be learning how to prepare all these books. So here we will be talking about only for the journal, not the other subsidiary books. Okay. So journal क्या है? What is a journal? Journal is a book of entry. You can see from here, it is written. Yes, journal is a book of entry. Wait a minute. Book of entry where the transactions are recorded first time. Transactions are recorded first time. First time means this is the first books of account. Like we are saying that we need to prepare books of account. So journal is the first books of account which the accountant is preparing. Okay. First time in chronological order. Recorded first time in chronological order. Now the format of the journal. Yes. Features need not to do, functions need not to do, advantages need not to do. Direct I am coming to the format of journal because it's completely a numerical chapter. So we will be not go deeply in theory. Okay. So this is the format. You all can draw in your notebook the format of the journal. And now the whatever the questions from this chapter we will be doing in the same format. Okay. This is the format of journal. You all need to draw. In accounting or in accountancy, for every concept there is a format. So here we are going to write journal. At the top of this we need to write the name of the book. Name of the book is journal. In the books of means name of business. किसके books में हम journal बना रहे हैं? Like the business name is XYZ. So journal in the books of Messrs XYZ. We need to write the name of the book, then the whose books we are preparing, name of the business. Then here we need to write date. If in question dates are not given, then we can write here serial number. This is the first column. Second column, we need to write the particulars. Third column is LF. Fourth column, amount. And here, debit. And this is column again, amount. And here, credit. Okay, this is the complete format of journal. Date, particulars, LF, amount, debit, amount, credit. Okay. In first column, we need to write either date. This is third column, this is fourth column, and this is fifth column. Okay. In first column, we need to write either date or serial number, whichever is given. In second column, in particulars, we need to write the two accounts. I told you that we are following double entry system. So in this system, in every transaction, at least two accounts are involved. At least two accounts. One account will be debited and other account will be credited. Both of the account will be written here, name of the accounts. Both the name of the accounts will be written here. In third column, ledger folio. This column I will explain when we will be doing the ledger. Okay. Right now you will not be able to understand the meaning of this column, and this column will be never used. Okay. So you have to just make this column and you are not going to use this column. When we will be doing ledger, then I will explain the meaning of this column. So you will be just leaving this column blank. Always, while doing all the journals, you will be making this column, but you will not be using this column. Okay, then amount. In debit amount, the debit column, debit amount will be written, and in credit column, credit amount will be written. And the complete format is known as journal. Complete format is known as journal. Clear? And the process, all these are one marker question. Process by which transaction is written in journal. Transaction is written in journal is known as journalizing. Okay, one marker again, one more one marker question. Define journal. Journal is a book of original entry in which transactions are recorded first time, when they happen, and in chronological order. Second, journalizing. Journalizing means process by which the transactions are written in the journal. That process is known as journalizing. Okay, so now we will learn how to write in journal. So before writing any transaction in journal, we need to analyze the transaction. This portion we have already done in chapter 6, rules of debit and credit. Suppose the first transaction is you have invested money in business and you have started business. Okay, started business. This is the transaction. Started business. This is the transaction. So in chapter 6, we did one table. We created one table, and here also I am going to make the same table. So please tell me which two accounts are involved there whenever you are starting business with cash. Tell me name of the accounts. Yes, name of the accounts. Which two accounts are there? Yes, which two accounts? Yes, capital. Very good. And the other account is cash. Very good. Now, the next column which you need to prepare is the nature. यहाँ पे आ गया आपका name of account, nature. So capital account, nature is capital, and cash account, nature is very good, asset, very good. Now you need to find out which account is increasing, which is decreasing. Yes, which account is increasing, which is decreasing. Capital is increasing, increasing, decreasing. Plus for increasing and minus for decreasing. Capital is increasing and cash is also increasing. Very good. All are giving me correct answer. Very good. Both are increasing. Yes, very good. Both are increasing. Yes. So when capital increases, now tell me which account is to be debited or credited. When capital increases, it is credited, and when cash increases, it is debited. So this type of analysis you have to do in each and every transaction. Before entering in the journal, this analysis you have to do in each transaction. Clear? So we have found two accounts, capital and cash. Which account? Then nature. Capital ka nature capital hai, cash is an asset. Then we need to find out which is increasing, which is decreasing. So capital is increasing and cash is also increasing. When capital increases, it is credited. When asset increases, it is debited. So now we have found two accounts, capital and cash. And we also know that which account is to be debited, which is to be credited. So now it's the time to write the transaction in the journal. Okay. Now it's the time to write the transaction in the journal. तो आप यहाँ पर एक format बना लेंगे like this. And here I am writing sequence number as no date is mentioned, and this is the column for ledger folio. आपको पूरा format बनाना है बेटा. Serial number, particulars, then ledger folio, then debit, then credit. First debit we need to write, then credit. Always you cannot write credit or debit. So always you have to follow this. First debit, then credit. Rupees, rupees. So in that transaction we were having two accounts, cash and capital. Okay. So capital we need to credit and cash we need to debit. So first of all, we have to write the serial number. Then we will be writing like this. See the pattern. Cash account. Here we need to write debit. Then little bit slanting, we need to write the other account. Other account is capital. And before writing the account to be credited, we need to write two. It's a custom, or we can say it's a tradition, that we are writing two with the account which is to be credited. So cash account to capital account. So this is the method through which we have to write the transaction in the journal. This is the format of the journal, and the procedure what we have followed to find out which account is to be debited, which account is to be credited is known as, yes, journalizing. To write the entry in the journal is known as journalizing. To write the transaction in the book of account is known as journalizing. And this complete transaction which we have written here will be known as journal entry. इसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? Journal entry. So three concepts I told you: journal, journalizing, and journal entry. Three concepts. Journal means book, original book, where the transaction is written first time. Journalizing means process of writing the entry in the journal. Like this process we have followed, so this is the journalizing. And journal entry is the outcome of the process of journalizing. It is the outcome. So this is the journal entry. Cash account, and how we are going to read it? Cash account debit to capital account. And the amount, suppose 50,000 was the amount. So here 50,000 in front of the cash column, debit, and credit amount will be written in the credit side, like this. Slanting में आपने लिखना है, ठीक है? आप ऐसे नहीं लिख सकते कि डेबिट आपने यहाँ 50 लिखा और यहाँ पे आपने क्रेडिट भी 50 लिख दिया, so it will be wrong. So you need to write in little bit slanting manner. So here 50,000 you have written, and in the same manner here 50,000 you have to return, and this will be also something little bit slanting. आप बिल्कुल कैश के नीचे कैपिटल नहीं लिखोगे. You will be writing cash account debit 50,000 to capital account 50,000. It's not complete till now. Then we are going to put a bracket, and we will be writing for, means we need to write the reason. We need to write the explanation why we have written these two accounts. Why? What is the reason? So whatever was the transaction, we can write here. For business started. For business started. And whatever we are writing here in the bracket is known as narration. What is the narration? One marker question. Narration is the brief description. Narration is brief description of journal entry. Means whatever we have done in journal, that will be briefly written in bracket, so that the person who is trying to understand the journal entry will be able to understand by reading the narration. Okay. So narration is the brief description of journal entry, means why we have passed this journal entry. It will be told by the narration. Okay, beta. It will be told by narration. So total 4 words I have given you. All the 4 1 marker question. Define journal, define journalizing, define journal entry, define narration. I am repeating. Journal is a book of primary book or original book of entry in which all the transactions are written date wise or in sequence or in chronological order. Second, journalizing. Journalizing is a process by which the transactions are written in journal. Third, journal entry. Journal entry is the outcome of the process of journalizing. Means whatever the transaction we have written in the journal, that is known as a journal entry. Like this is a journal entry. Each journal entry will be having at least of 2 accounts. One account will be debited, and the other account will be credited with the same amount. It means debit amount must be equal to credit amount. Fourth, narration. What is the narration? Narration is the brief description. Narration is the brief description of the journal entry. Means why we have passed the journal entry. This will be told by the narration so that each and every person is able to understand. Okay, clear? Please tell me, am I clear till here? Yes, students, tell me. Am I clear till here? Anji, please tell me. Only four things I told you and the format of the journal I told you. Okay, so let's talk about the second transaction. अब आप मुझे बताएंगे कि which account will be debited and which will be credited. Wait a minute. Let's take some more examples. For example, you have purchased goods. Purchased goods costing rupees 40,000. So please start giving answers. Which two accounts are involved in this transaction? Do the analysis of the transaction. Which two accounts are involved and which will be debited, which will be credited? Yes, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for more answers. Which two accounts are involved here and which will be debited, which will be credited? Yes, yes, very good. Which accounts will be debited and which will be credited? Yes, very good students. Yes, not stock, Piyush. Many times I told you, many students are writing stock. What I told you, when we are purchasing the goods, stock word we will be using only in accounting equation. Very good, Vansh, Shruti. You both have given me correct answer. I think some more students have given me correct answer. No, maximum students have written stock and cash. Stock will not be involved. Only 3 students have given me correct answer and I am waiting some more answers. Please. Ishita has also given me correct answer. Very good, Ishita. Yes, Piyush, your answer is wrong. Yes, Khushi, not good. Samay, your answer is correct. So let's discuss. Whenever we are purchasing the goods, then first account will be purchases account. When purchase word is exclusively used only for goods. Many times I have told you. So when we are doing accounting equation chapter, there we can use the word stock. But here in journal, we will be using the word purchases. So first account is purchases and second account is cash. How come you know that the cash is involved, as the name of the person is not mentioned, as well as credit word is also not given. So we will assume that the transaction is on cash. So these two accounts are involved. So now we need to find out the nature of the account. Purchases, nature, expenses. Cash, nature, asset. Okay. So expenses is increasing and cash we need to pay. So cash is decreasing. So now tell me which will be debited, which will be credited. Yes, tell me which will be debited, which will be credited. Yes, whenever expenses increases, it is debited and asset decreases, it is credited. And one more thing I just want to tell you here, if one account is debited, then it is understood that the other will be credited, because in double entry system, we follow a concept that every debit has its simultaneous credit. So if you have identified that one account is debited, it means the automatically it is understood that the other account will be credited, because one is debit, with the same amount the other will be credited. So here we have identified the account purchase and cash. Now these two accounts will be used to make the journal, and which one will be debited? Purchases will be debited and cash will be credited. So again, you can continue in the same format. I am making here format again and again. Okay. So entry will be serial number 1. So firstly, we have to write only the debit account. So I'm going to write purchases account debit to. Please consider the manner, the way in which I am writing. In the same manner, same way you have to pass the journal entry. 2. In front of the credit account, we need to put 2. So 2 cash account. And the amount 40,000 in the debit column and 40,000 in front of the credit column. दोनों को पास पास नहीं लिखना है, slanting लिखना है ऐसे, ठीक है? Now we will be writing narration. So being, you can use the word being or for. Any one word for writing narration you can use, either being or for. Being, yes, being goods purchased for cash. Being goods purchased for cash. Now tell me which one is narration here. I am dividing the part. Which one is narration here? Red portion, blue portion, or green portion? Please tell me. Which one is narration here? Red, blue, or green? Yes, very good. Very good. Green portion is the narration. Okay. And the complete portion. Accounts, purchase account, debit to cash account, including green portion, is called what? What is called the complete portion? Yes, very good, Pulkit. Very good, Bunch. Very good. Good understanding, everyone. Really good. Ishita, yes. The complete portion is known as journal entry. Purchase account, debit to cash account, and being goods. And this process, whatever we have followed to do this journal entry, is known as, tell me, the process is known as, yes, very good, Mukul. Very good. Journalizing. Very good, beta. Everyone. Good going. Journalizing. And the format is called, whatever the format I have made here. This is the format. The format is for, yes, very good. Journal. Very good, Samay, Pulkit. Very good. Good understanding, everyone. Really good understanding. So I think now you people are able to understand all the 4 concepts which I have told you. Journal, journal entry, journalizing, and narration. Numerically as well as theoretically. From both point of view, I have made it clear. So now we will discuss some more items. Let's discuss. Okay, next transaction is, write down in your notebooks. Goods sold for cash, 20,000. Yes, goods sold for cash, 20,000. Find out the 2 accounts which are involved in this transaction. Goods sold for cash, 20,000. Yes, goods sold for cash. Very good, good answers. Yes. And one more thing I just want to tell you here, that whatever the table, analyzing table I am making, it's not necessary that you need to make that table. It's not compulsory. You can do all things in your mind. So initially, in beginning, in 2-3 questions, you need to prepare that table. When you will be doing the practicing, then you will be able, you will be expert in passing the journal entries, and in that case there will be no need of making any analyzing table. In your mind itself, you can do all the calculation work. Which 2 accounts are involved, which is increasing, which is decreasing, which will be debiting, which will be crediting. It's just the initial stage, first class. That's why I am giving the detailed description. Otherwise, later on, you must be able to do all things itself in your mind. There will be no need to do any rough work. Marks you will be getting only for the journal format. Okay. For the format, you will be getting the marks, not for the table. That is your working. Okay. So goods sold for cash. Which 2 accounts are there? Cash and sales. Yes, very good. Whenever we are purchasing goods, purchase account is involved. Whenever we are selling goods, sales account is involved. So cash and sales. Cash is asset. Sales is revenue. So we are getting the cash. Whenever we will be selling the goods, cash will be incoming. So asset is increasing. Revenue is also increasing. When asset increases, it is debited. When revenue increases, it is credited. So what will be the journal entry here in this case now? Now, when the one journal entry will be completing, you need to draw one line like this. Drawing of this line means one journal entry is completed. Now, just below the first journal entry, you will be writing the second number, or you will be writing the date given in the question, and you are going to write the second journal entry after drawing the line. Yes, drawing of the line is compulsory. That means that one journal entry is completed. Okay, so every time in journal you need to draw this line. So the second journal entry I am going to start. Which account will be written first, cash account or sales account? Which account will be written first, cash account or sales account? Yes, yes, yes. First we need to write the account which is debited, then we need to write the account which is to be credited. So cash account debit to sales account. Amount, suppose 10,000. So 10,000, 10,000. Now again, it's time to write narration. Being goods sold. So again, we need to draw a line. Okay, so it means the second. And one more thing, you can see that I am drawing the line only in the column of particulars, not in the column of total. So in this manner only, you will be passing all the journal entries. Suppose there are 5 journal entries in the question, 5 transactions are there. So in that case, you need to pass 5 journal entries. And at last, you are going to total of these both columns. Okay, आप total करोगे. 40 plus 10, 50. 40 plus 10, 50. Total of both sides must be equal. Why? Because the same amount we need to write in the debit column, credit column, then debit column, then in credit column. So 50,000, 50,000. So every time whenever you are making the journal, you need to total at the end. At the end means suppose there are 10 transactions. So 10 transactions in sequence you will be passing like this. Then at last when you will be passing the 10th transaction, you need to do the total. Okay, so please tell me, am I clear with the concept?